What the hell?
Alright?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I'm the new Gateman.
What are you doing with the old one?
He won't be coming back.
Morning all, welcome back to the Car UK channel. You join me here at Aston Barclay Heath, where I've been purchasing a few cars. I'm on collection duty. Today I'm going to pick up a couple of cheapies that I bought for myself. One is a German car, which I don't get many of. I don't get to buy many German cars, always struggle to buy them. A nice little Audi A3, and also a, well, I'll show you in a sec what the other one is. It's quite a rare thing. It wasn't particularly expensive, I thought it was good value. And say I've not bought one of these vehicles before, but I have worked on them. So let me show you, first of all, the interesting car, or maybe the controversial one, and then we'll have a look at the Audi. Oh, right, down at the bottom. Always my cars seem to be down at the bottom. Let's have a look. Here we go. First of all, I'll let you guess before I tell you what it is. Put your guesses in. Do anyone know what that car is? No, better guess? Okay, right, I'll tell you. It is a Chrysler Ypsilon. I think they're branded Lancias on the continent, but for some reason they call them Chryslers here. They are sort of loosely based on a Fiat platform, but they have got some unique bits on them. And I say I've worked on a few of these, usually like front springs and stuff, and shockers I've changed in the past on them. And they are a little bit, sometimes can be a little bit tricky to get some bits. You can get them, but so you have to sort of ring around and try and get hold of parts for them. But it wasn't a dear car, this, and I say it's quite a lot of car for very little money. Let's have a quick look around it. On a 13 plate, it's a 1.2 petrol. It basically runs the same Fiat Punto engine. I say it's a Fiat Chrysler product, so usually all the same sort of engines and transmissions and stuff. I say it's in white, as you can see. It does want a little bit of paint. I've got a little mark on this wing here, and I've also got one on the opposite side, as I'll show you in a sec. But it's done a few miles, done 102,000 miles on a 13 plate, one former keeper, with a little bit of history. And it wasn't dear. You know, it was booking at about 500 to 900 quid territory. I didn't think it was going to do 500 quid, but I thought it might do maybe 8-9, and I was spot on. I got it for £850 and shoved some fees on. It's come out just over £1,000 out the door, which for a 13 plate little car around isn't that bad. I see it probably done at, well, I'll tell you that in a minute. Let's have a look around first. So got nice little trick wheels on it. It's on a little bit of paint down here as well on the arch, just a bit chippy down there. You could maybe touch that in if you're being a bit cheapskate, but I'll probably have that painted. It's not going to be too difficult to just get that sort of blown in. But other than that, and a polish up, it does want a bit of a polish. It's a bit flat, and a few touch-ins. It ain't that bad, and I can just see it sort of at sensible money, and potentially selling quite quick. Who knows? I might be wrong. It might stick around forever. Let's have a look inside properly. These are 5 doors, by the way. You can see where the Fiat inspiration is coming from straight away. We've got a Fiat Punto key. There we go. Fiat handles as well. Inside, very different to a Punto on the dash side. Just quick show in a sec. Show this stuff in here. They have got 5 doors, by the way. They were built into the back. Triangle windows, the handles. Shove that in there. Inside, here's a little bit of a whiff in it. Wants a bit of a clean out. But see, a dashboard, nice setup on there. Radio's working. I like the clocks and that. It's nice little instrument panel up there. So it's a little bit different. You know, Chrysler's a bit of an odd brand, really. I mean, this is just a rebadged Fiat product that they've made look Chrysler-ish, you know, or whatever. Like I said, they are Lancias, I think they are on the continent. I've just noticed, by the way, which has just cheered me up immensely. Look at that fuel. We've got half a tank of titty in there. Let's fire her up. That all 1.2. Punto engine fires into life, never in doubt. 5-speed manual. You know, pretty decent inside. There's nothing worn or broken I can see inside here. Check windows. Driver's window working. Passenger, yeah, that's good. And it's got wind me down windows in the back. We know the radio works. Heaters are working. Revving up. She sounds lovely. Let's have a look under the bonnet. There it is. Typical little Fiat Punto engine. Straight away I can see we've got a little bit of an oil leak on there, rocker cover, but that's not exactly the end of the world to resolve. Obviously it'll probably want a little service and stuff doing to it, and other little bits and bobs, most likely. But yeah, they're straightforward enough, these Punto engines. They don't really give much issues. They've been around for a very, very long time. Want a valet, wants a little bit of paint down here, a bit on the opposite wing, a couple £100. Probably would sort that out, to be honest with you, maybe a bit more than that, maybe 250 on the paint side, a couple of bumper corners and the wing doing, doesn't it, really? To get that right, polish over, What's it going to owe you? I mean, mechanicals, we haven't looked at that yet, but let's say you have to throw a few £100 at that as well, just in case for tyres or suspension and stuff. I could see this be coming in at £1,500, to be honest, done with all the fees, maybe just a tad over that. And if it does come at that sort of level, what's it worth? You know, book price is suggesting around 2.5 grand-ish. Another book price is suggesting a bit more than that. I think if I stick that up at 26.95, it'll look really, really good value. They say 13 plate. Yes, some people will be put off by the word Chrysler. They won't be sure what it is, but it's loosely a Fiat product, and I don't think it will hang about, to be honest. I think it will sell. Let's see if I'm right. We'll get it back to the unit in a minute. In fact, I might even take this one home and see how she drives and that, and get it hopefully processed and for the workshop and get it to paint. But I'll show you the other car first. Actually, I've got an Audi I bought. Let me show you this. Here we are. Couldn't find it. Right, the Audi, little A3, and now this is a 1.6 petrol. I bought one of these before actually from Aston Barclay, and it did rather well. It sold straight away. I had a lot of interest in it, and they say most of these are diesel you come across. Not buy the diesels, but they're just old strong money. So it's rare to get a 1.6 petrol, and to be honest with you, you've probably got a bigger market for a 1.6 petrol because you're not restricted by any emissions, ultra emission zones and stuff like that. Bit of an odd colour. I quite like it. It's got a bit of a grey, greeny colour to it. I'd say it's more grey than green, but there's a nice tint in it and it's lovely. It's a 1.6, I think it's an SE model. It's done, he says, 90,000? 92,000 miles, and it's one former keeper. So 5-door model as well. It's alright. It wants a little bit of paint. Obviously, things at the moment, the only things I can seem to buy at the moment needs paint because everything's just so dear. So the only way to get ahead is to buy something that wants, mechanical work or needs paint. So he wants a little bit of bumper corner here, needs to get sorting out. A bit chippy there, so you can probably get away with just sort of painting half the bumper and sort of get that blown in. We've got a little bit on the bottom here, the sill. It's like a plastic trim. That one's redoing, but that's easy. And then I've got a little bit of lack appeal just starting to go on this backlight here as well. A little bit there you can just see. So you need to have a deal with that. We've got a nice line to work with there. So yeah, it wants a little bit, but it's not that bad. A few little marks on it, but they'll buff out, touch in, and we'll get it looking half a car again. Like I said, this side's pretty straight, to be honest. So inside, it's only a mid-range model, so we've not got much spec-wise, but they are always built well, these things, and nice inside is what it is. Just a nice little Audi. Got the starter up. There we are, service due now. Have to get it full service. Look at the fuel again! Oh, I'll tell you what, 2 in a row. Sounds alright, sounds a bit fruity. Got anything in there? The manual pack in there, I might have a look at it later. Stereo in there. Pop bonnet and have a look. There you are, 1.6 petrol engine. Nothing, no nasties under there, we can see. Looks pretty straight, to be honest. A bit dirty, but wants a bit of clean off. Fresh coolant in there as well, is always a good sign. Check the back seats. Oh. Do you have an issue with a door? Nope. There we go. Seen this before on Audis. In fact, the last one I bought had this problem. They always seem to, the back seem to fall off these. The last one I bought, actually from Aston Barclay, both of them are gone. You can fix these, they're really easy to sort out. But yeah, that's must be a common thing on the A3s. Back's one to valet. Nothing else really wrong there, no rips, no tears. Look at the old boot. A few little scuffs on the boot, but we could get them out. If not, we could put a little one of those wear boards on. Not too bad, one to valet. Got a spare wheel in there. I don't think you'll get a spare on this year, to be honest. I think they started pinching spares by this point. Oh no, got a space saver in there, a jack and that. No water in there either. See, I don't get many of these. I always seem to fade them, do. Right, I'll bring that back a bit. I don't get many Audis at all. I wish I could buy them. I always get asked, why don't you buy German cars, Lee? And it's not because I don't want to or don't like them. It's just really difficult to buy. It's really difficult. I mean, they pay Brewsters for them, everyone does, in the auctions, particularly if they're half right. And say, even when you do buy them, sometimes they just don't look value. I mean, the retail on that, obviously it wants paint, but the retail on that's like 3,600 quid, just over. So it's a lot of money when you compare that to maybe other things out there, some similar prices. You can get a lot better car, well, you can get a lot newer car, sorry, not necessarily better, but you can get a lot newer car for less money. So unless you really know about German cars and think that you can see the quality of why you buy them, or why people buy them, most punters aren't really interested in that, so they just look at that and go, well, that's quite dear, I can get this car here that's, not that one, but you can get another car here that's 3 years newer that's the same money. They usually just go off and buy that. So yeah, it's one of those really. They're difficult to buy and can sometimes be look, not value, should we say. But I don't think this is the case. I think this will sell. I say the last one we did flew out the door. I wouldn't want to be buying stuff that's about 5 grand, you know, like maybe a year or two newer, 12, 13. I think you'd struggle. I would struggle to sell that sort of, you know, that sort of vehicle. But this sort of era, up a bit up on the miles, a petrol model rather than a diesel, which most people would prefer. I think I've got it pricing about right. It'd be 3.5 grand territory, somewhere around there. I don't know, we'll see. But I don't think they're bargains by any means, you know, they both want a bit of work. But at the moment, this is what you're having to sort of deal with. You're having to pay really half decent money for stuff that still needs work, because there's just nothing cheap out there at all. It's just crazy at the moment. Right, we'll get this Chrysler out, I think. I'll take that home today. I've just had a little drive around the site here with the Audi. And he drives really well. Clutch is nice and all that, goes in gear nice, so that's looking promising. So I'll come and get that probably tomorrow. So we'll fire up a little Ypsilon now and get past the Gateman. Gateman is, I know he's after me because, well, I've not moved that Jag yet. I promised him I'd move it over yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. So I'll have to come back and do that another day. But hopefully he's not in a bad mood. Let's get this Chrysler out. Seems alright, this. Little top mount noise, but I expected that. It always seems to be the case with these bloody Ypsilons. Anyway, let's see if we can get past the Gateman in one piece. What the hell? What have you done with the Gateman?
Alright?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I'm the new Gateman.
What have you done with the old one?
He won't be coming back.
Oh.
Before I buried him, he did say, can you shift that Jaguar?
I'll get it moved this afternoon.
Jesus Christ. Wow, look at him. Right, so we've been around the block in the old Ypsilon. Drives alright, a little bit of a top mount noise. I expected that, to be honest. On those, I've done loads of those in the past, springs, top mounts and stuff. But other than that, it seems really decent. It drove well, no box noises, anything like that. Clutch seemed good. I think it'll be alright, that. And the same the Audi as well, that seemed okay. But we'll get them brought back to the unit soon. I was about to go home in the Ypsilon. However, I've had to retreat to my little iGo because I've forgotten the other set of trade plates. I was going to come pick this up later, but never mind. We'll have to do it the opposite way around because my drivers took the other set and I forgot that we didn't bring the other set of trade plates we have, so we've made a boo-boo there, but never mind. But anyway, I've got to be back here next day or so because I've got to move that Jag. Definitely now need to move that Jag because that new Gateman looks pretty serious. Plus as well, they put a sticker on it, so I definitely need to get that shifted. They say he's been here too long, and so we'll come back, put a battery on it, get it shifted, put the tyres up, and then see what is left of my Jaguar, and see if we can try and make some money out of it. But I'll be glad if I just get my money back, I think, at this rate. But there we are. Anyhow, I will leave you to it. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this video. Make sure you check out my content coming over the next few days. I've got some new material coming, something that I think you might quite find really interesting. I was trying to go to a classic auction this weekend. I'm going to try to go, but it's looking a bit sketchy because we're so busy with car sales that I might not be able to go, but I'm hoping to go down to a classic auction and film for you there. So fingers crossed I managed to be able to fit that in. But I've also got Maserati content that's coming as well, a bit delayed, apologies for that, but that is definitely coming. And obviously there'll be all sorts of other stuff I'm filming. I've got another update video coming on the channel as well, so plenty coming. Either way, I'll always make sure you've got stuff to watch. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you all in the next one.